Hi, I made the perfect card game. And by perfect, I mean perfectly balanced. That's something that a lot of people believe is impossible, but it's something that I have done. And this video is literally just going to be super basic. It's going to be me talking to a camera, just chatting about how that's possible, how I managed to pull it off, some of the things that are possible in such a game, and some of the things that I currently think are not possible, but I theorize that they might be possible. But the main thing is, can you make a perfectly balanced card game? The answer is yes. Saying that it's literally perfectly balanced is not exactly precisely the truth, because it is so balanced that the most competitive, dedicated players could not possibly find the difference between perfect balance and what is present here. It's like saying that the difference between a perfectly balanced card and the cards that are in my game is so small that we could not perceive it. And that's how close to perfect I think you can get. So it appears to me that there are some effects that are staples of the card game genre that are not possible to be added to card games. So one of those examples is forced discard. So if you force your opponent to discard cards. The problem with forced discard, mana cost and stats or effects of the cards that the opponent is discarding is totally not considered by the discard effect. So a discard effect doesn't take into account how much health the unit card in the hand of the player being forced to discard is. So if I have like a 1/1 in my hand, or I have a 15/15 in my hand, discard doesn't care. And it's the same problem with destroy effects. So those kinds of effects I don't think can be balanced either. And the problem is, basically, you print the card as saying it can destroy any unit that's on the field. And what you end up having is, well, that could be any unit. It could be the biggest unit in the game, or it could be the smallest unit in the game. So the variance on a card like that, I don't think can be balanced. And it also prevents you from printing units that are higher cost and higher reward for that. The other thing is, in card games, something I've noticed that isn't true of any card game that I see on the market right now that is true of my game, is you get what you pay for. So a lot of card games right now have resource systems, and those resource systems don't mean anything, because you could play like 1 mana for a card that should cost 3 mana, or you could play 3 mana for a card that should cost 5 mana, or you could pay 5 mana for a card that should cost 1. The costs of cards do not directly reflect the effect that the cards give you. And that is absolutely the baseline for balance. If you want to make a balanced game, you must always get what you pay for. And that's where balancing math comes in. You calculate the value of the resources being paid. You do relentless testing over 15 years to find all of the exact mathematical values for the points that you'd be giving up, be it mana or life or discarding your own cards or sacrificing your own units. Whatever the costs may be, you find the math for those things, and then you make it so that every card has the effect of you get what you pay for. So that is super important to making cards, and that's been my philosophy as I've made this game. Yeah, so I just wanted to say that I succeeded. I did do what has been told to me to be impossible. I've been told everywhere on the internet, but I've been told by people in person. I've been told by just about everybody, you can't make a card game perfectly balanced. And I've proved them all wrong. The game is, it's just a matter of me getting the last few cards formatted, like getting the text on the cards and all that stuff. But the mechanics are ready to go. And the game is incredible. It's really fun. So if you're out there looking for a card game that's incredibly fun, incredibly competitive, and is perfectly balanced, then I have that, and it's going to be available soon. So I wanted to make this video just talking about that. It's really just simple. It's just me talking to a camera in my room. But yeah, I did that. I made the game, and I'm excited to share it with you all.